We have to have in line before we can let y'all guys go. Once we have that all done with,
oh man, good morning. I guess it's back to reality, huh? Whew. It's amazing how nice and quiet it is out here. This is the city view of the balcony. I think this is the first one I've had that's had multiple balconies. Well, it's about time, and we should hit it. So good morning, y'all. It's time to head back to the States. We'll get it. One last look at that amazing beach and one hell of a view. Now we head to checkout.
Seguimos buscando voluntarios que quieran registrar su maleta a su destino final. Favor de verme en la puerta C8. Recuerden que solamente una pieza y un artículo personal es permitido. We're still looking for volunteers for flight number 1591 and you would like to check your bag all the way to your final destination. Complimentary, please see me gate number C8.
Toledo, Rafael Cruz, Emily Wise, please see me.
Boarding time.
Serves gates 822 through 839. Make sure you have all of your belongings and watch your step as you exit the train. Doors are closing. Please do not block the doors. Make sure you have all. Exit here for gate C1 through C20. All B and E gates and the
This is a meal.
Yeah, that's a meal by itself, yeah.
Need some veggies. Welcome on board American Airlines Flight 347 on our way to Raleigh, Durham. Apologize for boarding you late. We're going to be a little bit late out of the gate. We had a spill in the cargo compartment. They had to clean. They just got it cleaned, so now they got to load the cargo, so it'll take just a little while. And hopefully they don't have a whole lot of cargo. We have all of you on board, so we'll be closing the front door here, and then when they get the cargo loaded, we'll be on our way. Shouldn't be that much longer, just a few minutes more. 2 hours and 24 minutes is our flying time on the way to Raleigh, Durham. It's cloudy and rainy there. It has been all day, so we'll pick up some bumps on our descent on into there. Currently cloudy, rainy, 66 degrees there with winds out of the east at about 10 miles per hour. Thanks for your patience, and once again, we'll get you underway here in just a few minutes. Welcome aboard.
Under or next to your seat, pull the strap to remove the life vest pouch. If equipped with the elastic harness, remove the harness before opening the pouch. Take the vest out as shown on the safety card and put it over your head. Wrap the long white strap around your waist, attach the buckle, and tighten. Inflate your vest as you leave the airplane by pulling down on the red tab or by blowing into the red tube. Never inflate the vest inside the airplane. All vests have a light that turns on automatic infant life vests will be distributed by flight attendants. The safety briefing card will show you how to
that we have to have in line before we can let y'all guys go. Once we have that all done with,
Alright guys, so we're back in. And I'm just laying here in bed, man. I am beat today. Let me tell you. I am 100% beat today. Yesterday was ridiculous. Now, full disclosure, I was going to publish this video for you guys tomorrow, but because of some of the stuff that's going on, and I got hit up from the media here in the greater Raleigh area, as well as Dallas and Little Rock. So, and I'll probably put this in the middle of the video so it gives you some context, and then we'll finish up the video towards the end. But so on the flight, I'm sitting up at the front and chilling, which you guys can see from the different posts and stuff that we posted on Instagram. And, you know, I see one of the flight attendants go running through first class and running back to coach. And I'm like, huh. And then I hear the ding, 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 ding on the announcement. And they ask if there's any medical personnel on board. So I wait. Maybe like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Nobody moves, right? So I go ahead and say F it. You know, the different field training that I received, you know, over the years on how to dress, you know, gunshot wounds and battle injuries and shit like that. I was like, you know, what could it be? If it's a heart attack, you know, if it's whatever, I know how to do CPR. I know how to run a defibrillator. You know, I could check blood pressure. I could do basic stuff, right? So I get up. And as I get up, there's another gentleman that gets up who's a 38-year veteran of the fire department out in this general area. I think he said Clayton. And me and this gentleman work on this, and I'm not going to say her name or get too in depth as to what her issue is, just for privacy reasons. But she was in really bad shape. You know, her vitals were really dangerously bad. Maybe the worst blood pressure I've ever seen in my life. Low. I thought she was a goner. Me and this gentleman picked her up. We carried her to the rear of the aircraft. The flight attendants cleared the rear row for us, and made a shout out to those passengers that just didn't ask any questions and moved. We were able to get her across those back rows, across that back row in the back of that Airbus. I think we were on a A319. And myself and this gentleman, this firefighter, just went to work on her, checking her vitals, trying to keep her calm, checking to see if her pupils were dilating. And then we saw that she had a watch on. It had, the medical logo on it, like the medical alert logo on it. So we took the watch off, and looking on the back of the watch, we found out what the issue was, the condition was. And, then we just tried to treat her appropriately, keep monitoring her blood pressure, give her oxygen. And that was pretty much it. Major shout out to the flight crew. I mean, I'm sure they've seen this before, right? They didn't panic or anything like that, even though it was kind of a hurried situation. And that's a major shout out to the entire flight crew on that American flight. That was awesome. I mean, it was absolutely awesome. And I've debated whether I should talk about them, because people will be like, what? But I believe they deserve credit, man. From the pilots, the captain and the co-pilot, and the flight crew. Which, by the way, first time in a long time that I've had an all-female flight crew. So major salute. That was actually awesome. And major shout out to the pilot and the co-pilot, to the captain and the first officer, for getting that aircraft from, we were cruising at 39,000 feet. And, as a pilot, I can appreciate what she did. She was able to, because we were flying from Dallas, Fort Worth to Raleigh-Durham International. So she was able to divert. We ended up landing in Little Rock. And she brought that plane from 39,000 feet down to maybe 15 or 10 very quickly. I could feel it in my ears. I was like, okay. She got it down really quick. The Little Rock Fire Department was great. They responded quickly. They were the first on the scene, or first on the aircraft. And then, the Little Rock Fire Department helped escort her off the plane, carry her off the plane, and turn her over to whatever the local ambulance company was, which allowed her to go get treatment. And that was just awesome. Major shout out to, like I said, major shout out to that entire flight crew, man. Anytime we needed something, they went and found it. And major shout out to American Airlines for even having that gear on board. Though I will say this, American Airlines, those digital blood pressure reading cuffs suck. They're horrible. We were able to get, accurate heart rates from it, but the blood pressure, man, no, man. American Airlines, I implore you, it might cost you a little bit more money, but for people like myself, and if you ever have a doctor on board or anybody else, we would much rather prefer an old school manual blood pressure cuff. It makes it so much easier, especially when you have a patient that is not going to be able to be still. Could be having a heart condition, shaking, whatever, okay? So if anything comes to this, American Airlines, please put regular old school blood pressure cuffs on your aircraft. It would be huge. The fact that you had the stethoscopes, the different types of thermometers, the forehead ones, the oral ones, the under the arm, I was really impressed with your first aid kit. So major shout out to you guys for that. But yeah, the defibrillator, everything that you guys had on board, I was blown away with. But anyways, I wanted to address it because some of you guys saw it on Instagram. I talked about it very briefly, but really didn't get into specifics. So that's pretty much what happened. We were able to get that done. They were able to escort her off the aircraft. We refueled. The flight crew kind of they rechecked everything on the aircraft that we were good to fly. And we flew from Little Rock to Raleigh, and we got in about maybe an hour and 30 minutes late. And major shout out to all the passengers that didn't bitch and complain. But I guess the biggest thing is major shout out to the flight crew, because I know people will say, people will be like, oh, thanks to that, thanks to me and that firefighter. But no, that flight crew was instrumental in getting that done. You know what I'm saying? So, they just helped with every little thing that we absolutely needed to try to treat that passenger. So I really appreciate it. But anyways, guys, that's it. That's the crazy story for the day. I know, it started from my phone blowing up. Listen, yesterday was crazy. From this phone blowing up in the morning, right? Get the battery exploding. I know, right? A Galaxy Note exploding. You can see the burn marks in the display. That's for another day. But man, between that and then to have the medical issue, the emergency landing, that was crazy. So, yeah, there you have it. There's a travel vlog for you, right? Let's get back to the video.
If you haven't already fastened your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle and pull the loose strap so it's tight across your hips. To open the seatbelt, lift up on the top of the buckle. Keep your seatbelt fastened when the seatbelt sign is on. And just in case there's turbulence, keep it on whenever you are in your seat. U.S. law requires compliance with lighted and posted signs and crew member instructions. All flights are non-smoking. This does include e-cigarettes. It's against the law to tamper with, disable, or destroy the lavatory smoke detectors. The safety card in your seat pocket explains the safety feature. When directed to exit, jump into the slide and move away from the airplane, excuse me. In a water evacuation, the exit door slides in the front. Put your mask on before helping others. Oxygen is flowing even if the bag does not inflate. She good? Yep. Your life vest is in a compartment under or next to your seat. Pull the strap to remove the life vest pouch. If equipped with an elastic harness, remove the harness before opening the pouch. Again, thank you for your attention and enjoy the flight. As the captain said earlier, once we get airborne, it's going to be an hour and 45 minutes until we get to Raleigh.
No.
Yes, I know. Yeah, we're fine.
I'm done. Now I just want to get back home and relax.
turned off and keep the aisles clear of all your carrying items. In an effort to create more space between customers on board the aircraft, we bolt a plane a few rows at a time, starting from the front of the aircraft, working towards the back. We ask everyone to remain seated to the row in front of you, as clear to prevent overcrowding in the aisles. Please take a moment to check your seat back pocket for any personal items like tablets or cell phones. To help keep our cabins clean, we ask that you please take any of your trash, leftover items with you and deposit them in the trash receptacle in the terminal. You are free to use your cell phones right now. Once again, on behalf of all of us at American Airlines and your Los Angeles and Raleigh crew, we thank you very much for flying American Airlines this past evening. We thank you for your understanding during our diversion to Little Rock. And we wish you a wonderful weekend wherever your travels are taking you this evening. Once again, thank you for choosing American Airlines, a member of the One World Alliance. We do appreciate your business.
Have a good night. Bye-bye. And shout out to the flight crew for this. This was kind of cool. They gave me this little pin. I think, what do they give these to kids, right? But this and something else I can't talk about. But yeah, shout out to them. All right, so that is going to do it for today's video. I know, absolutely crazy, right? I understand, like, totally ridiculous. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'll be honest, though, you know, it feels good to do good things, man. It definitely, from my line of work, for what I did for a long time, it's good to be on the other side of that. You know, so some of y'all get where I'm talking about. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I'm home, but not for long. We're only going to be here for a few days. And then shout out to my dude, Zeus TV. Shout out to everybody in New York. We're coming to New York City, and then we're coming to Kansas. So get ready. Like, there's just all kinds of stuff coming here on the channel. Yes, you guys were supposed to see the selling of the Nissan video today, and I'm not going to tell you whether we sold it or not. You're going to have to wait till tomorrow. I was going to publish that video today, but because of everything else that happened, and I know some of y'all are going to see, you know, like the little news article. Somebody already hit me up about something in Dallas today. So, like, I get it. And yes, of course, I'm on the plane and I'm wearing my TK's Garage shirt. So, yeah. But, yeah, there you have it, guys. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully the vlog was, I don't want to say entertaining, but whatever to you. If you're ever, one of the biggest things that you guys could all do is go take a CPR course. Now, I know right now with COVID, you guys are going to be like, TK, you're crazy for doing that. But I think I'd do it again in a heartbeat, in a second, without even thinking about it. So, you know, look, CPR courses are huge. You know, you could even watch YouTube videos on how to use a defibrillator. Learn how that stuff works, because you never know if you yourself could ever be put into that situation, and you could save somebody's life and make a huge difference. So, and I would say go get trained to do CPR, but yes, you could literally watch YouTube videos and learn how to do CPR. But, you know, learn that basic stuff, because you never know where you could step up one day and make a massive difference for somebody else. With that said, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. You know what I'm doing today? Not a damn thing. I'm going to lay here in bed. I'm going to watch the news and TV, and I'm relaxing. I'm done today. I'm done. So that's it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.